Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty. That's right.
Man, come on.
All off key with that. But if you were listening to my music, and even Martin over there, you know, Martin's on bass, Corey's on treble. But if you were listening to my jam over here, y'all know that song. That's Star Trek. Classic theme right there. And people were thinking, man, you know what? That Star Trek, I don't deal with that shit. That's for them nerds out there, for them goddamn Trekkies. I ain't no fucking nerd. And then J.J. Abrams got a hold up, and somebody said, oh shit, it's that new shit, that new Star Trek. Now
Star Trek, that's my jam. I always been with it.
Oh man, shit, I always love that shit. You know, Kirk was a player, man. Shit, you know, not everybody was into Star Trek. You know, you lying, but J.J. Abrams, everybody said, well, you know what, I can get down with this. He put that new Star Trek out there. Everybody said, oh my God, this is a miracle. We bringing nerds and jocks together in the same theater. Nobody's getting hurt. No wedges involved.
Made the Enterprise, the bridge look like an Apple store.
Oh my God, man. They sold iPads and everything.
How can you see there's lens flares everywhere?
I mean, it's funny. They had the director's cut where a dude came into the Enterprise and said, my iPhone it's not working right now. Can I replace the glass on this? But then the second one came out, and everybody said, oh, hell, now you done mess with it.
Oh, well, it was nice for a while.
You mess with a classic. You don't mess with Khan. You don't do Khan like that. Khan, you don't do him like that. And then people wonder, well, I guess that's wrapped up. But everybody said, no, just give us one more chance. You know, just give us, we can bring it back on track right here. And they came out with them. They really tried to promote it, too. Rihanna out there trying to pitch a song with it. They showing you more action. Even got Justin Lin from the Fast and Furious out there to come in and direct this. Hey, we gonna put it back out there. We're gonna straighten this Star Trek thing out. And word of mouth out there is like, hey, not so bad. They didn't do such a bad job with this. You know, and what they're saying is, you know what, we back to pleasing everybody. Because they got Kirk. He's kind of mature now. He's running things on the Enterprise. He's not that old reckless person that you used to know. He's professional right now. And the what do they call it? What's the organization he's with? The Federation. Federation's out there. And that's where the classic Star Trek comes in, where they out there, they're looking for new worlds, new lives, new civilizations. And usually when they find them, they're assholes. And sure enough, they find this race of aliens that for some reason is just hell bent on destroying everything peaceful that people have built. They got one space station out there. What's it called? New York, whatever.
No, Yorktown.
Yorktown. Good old Yorktown, where people coming in, phased in and out, everybody getting along, and police ain't shooting nobody. You know, everything is cool.
That we know of.
That we know of. You know, it might be swept under the carpet. We don't know. But
yeah, check YouTube.
Green Lives Matter.
Yeah. Not on this planet, it don't. Because the evil Krog comes in and says, I do not like all this peace. In fact, peace and unity is what is messing everything up.
He's the Grinch.
He's the Grinch. He's the Grinch with a gun. And he don't like it. And he says, you know what? I'm going to destroy everything that they've built here in Enterprise. Kirk, if you get in my way, that's going to be your ass too. And I'm going to tell you something about this. Is first of all, just to let you know, for those that the first question that's coming up, is it better than Into Darkness? That's the one we had. What's his name? Benedict Pickle Stearns, whatever. You know, Benedict Cabbage Patch Kid coming in, and they had him play Khan, and everybody said, you know what, this is a terrible idea, as I just told you. And with this, yes, they've brought this back on track, because what they've done here is that they've not only brought it back to where it appeals to the casual Star Trek fans out there, but more importantly, for the hardcore people that have been with it from the very start, or early on, they brought in some classic Star Trek moments in here. And the reason why I think that this is cool is because Star Trek, when I was into Star Trek, the reason why I love the old Star Trek is because it was cool to see aliens and monsters and special effects as cheap as they were, going to planets and all that kind of stuff, cool space shit. But really, it was the crew, man.
Oh yeah,
The crew, because when
the chemistry between all those people.
Well, they work exactly. They worked as a team, and that's why they were able to always, conquer, and always were able to like survive to travel another mission. But
diverse.
They were diverse. They had all kinds, like you said, green chicks on there and everything. But the cool thing about it was, when they weren't working, when they had their off time, they were all friends, and they were friends to the point where they just get fucked up. They drank a lot on the Enterprise. If you were an alien, you got on and they invited you. If you were an ambassador from planet Gligaboop or whatever, and they invite you on the Enterprise, they were gonna fuck you up, man.
No, they don't drink on Gligaboop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's against their religion.
He must be from Gligadlock then. But if you're an alien from another planet, you on the Enterprise, they say, hey, we don't care where you from. You gonna get fucked up when you're on this ship. I do it right there. I do that half
He was
face.
all white when he showed up.
Yeah, we looking at that dude. Kirk got him so fucked up. He's half black, half white. He said, I was a racist before I came in here. Now I don't know what the hell's going
I
on.
can't even drive home now. Please don't stop me. This is bullshit.
And I'm telling you, they would drink, not just casual, they would drink hard on there. Look at Kirk right now. He talking to Bones McCoy. Man, you unrighteous motherfucker. Ever tell you I love you, baby? They should have crashed the Enterprise a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
They were driving that shit drunk all the time. But the cool thing about them also, besides drinking and just being down with each other, is that they would mess with each other.
Oh yeah.
They really. That's why you want to be part of the Enterprise, because they were not just a team of professionals. They were. Starfleet was, they were on this mission, and they all got to know each other so well that they were family. And they weren't just friends, Justin Lin, he's bringing Fast and Furious in here to the point where he's saying, look, these people behave like brothers and sisters here. Even Spock trying to be all, Spock go around, he's like, I don't have none of that bullshit. I am very professional, Always had his arms duct taped behind his back all the time and shit. This is not logical to be bullshitting on this ship. No, Bones said, not when I'm around. I love Bones McCoy, man. Played by Carl Urban here.
Coral.
Urban, where Spock ain't even doing anything to anybody. And it's like high school. Bones McCoy would just come up and fuck. He just looking behind walls to see what kind of shit Spock is going to do.
What you doing over there, Spock?
Yeah. Spock can't even break up with Uhura, his girlfriend, without Bones coming in and fucking with him.
You guys break up?
The fuck you doing? You been watching me?
Were you hiding behind a wall?
Were you watching me this whole time?
What'd you do?
A typically reductive inquiry, Doctor.
You know, Spock, if an Earth girl says it's me, not you, it's definitely you.
I'm gonna kill that motherfucker one day.
He knows how to get him to that point of that, I ought to kick your ass.
Yeah.
But like, I know you want to fight me, so I'm gonna kind of look away and act like I'm thinking about other things while I burn you one last time and walk off.
Yeah, Spock is cool. Spock don't ever lose his cool at all. But Spock right now like, man, fuck this dude. I'm gonna kick that motherfucker's ass one day. I swear to God. When Spock don't walk away talking about that, he'd be like, man, this motherfucker right here. But it's cool with this with Carl, because Bones is that's my favorite character, man.
Sure.
The Coral Urban one, that's my favorite character, because the old Bones played by DeForest Kelly. I used to like him, man.
I loved him.
I love him too, because he was no nonsense. He would just go around and talk shit. And I liked the way he always walked around with tubes and glasses, always acting like he was working. We knew there was alcohol in those things, but
Well, anytime they called him to do something, it was hard. He's like, well, I'm just a country doctor. I'm trying to do my best here.
I'm a Dr. Jim. You bootlegging wine right now.
Yeah, God damn it, Jim, I know chickens, but not this bullshit right here.
I'm a country doctor. I ran a still back in the day.
It was funny because he always had test tubes like they would sign shit. When they would call him, he'd be like, run over there. Yeah. Oh, well, duty calls. But at least he looked like he was working. He would always put up a front like he was working. Not this one. He just the Carl Urban one. He just walked around and just fuck with people.
He's like, I guess if you're going to die, I should help out.
Yeah,
Doctor.
Well, I'm not gonna live on this goddamn planet unless I save you. All right. He tells Spock in a minute though. He's like, I don't like you, man. The other thing about it is that they would bring in some do throwbacks to classic Star Trek moments, like the real cheesy shit. Mm-hmm. But they made it exciting here. Like whenever that we talked about it earlier. Whenever the Enterprise would get hit by an enemy, they always had that big ass monitor, and then they come up with some alien like, yeah, fuck you, Kirk.
Right.
And before Kirk could say shoot, they would already start shooting at them, and then Enterprise would do that shit. Let me shake the y'all shake, do that. Yeah, that shit right there.
Sometimes they would get thrown.
Oh yeah,
because they weren't doing nothing but moving themselves. But one guy was beating too much. I'm gonna get this Oscar rating.
You see some legs go flying up.
You ever seen it when they went in and put stabilization in?
yeah, those are great.
Have you seen that shit? Oh, that shit is funny. They did it from New Generation, where they took it and put it in After Effects and stabilized it, and it just looked like some old dudes at the club.
Shields at maximum.
I probably told him, you don't have to shake that much. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, like that one dude, he looked like he's riding a mechanical bull and shit. Yeah, oh god damn it, oh this is so rough.
And Worf is like, I ain't shaking.
Somebody said, man, what's that dude doing to the keyboard in the back? Like
He playing.
Yeah, they had one dude like he was fucking a monitor back there. Look at that. But here they take that moment. Back then, we took it because all right, you know what? That's all we had. We bought it. We knew it looked cheesy, but it was Star Trek, whatever. But Justin Lin, who does a great job at bringing the action in and merging it with these true classic Star Trek moments. Here, he's able to take moments where those times that we laughed at Star Trek with those cheesy effects. He actually is able to bring in a sense of real danger, a real sense of suspense. Like when the Enterprise gets attacked here, you are really scared.
What is this?
Shields up, ready.
And they fucked the Enterprise up. That's one of the things here in the movie that I have to say where it really plays off nostalgia. These ships that they have, the enemy ships, they form like bees and attack like swarms of bees.
It's like playing Galaxy.
Yeah. And they have gone in, and you feel right when you see the Enterprise attack like that and get destroyed. You don't realize how much the Enterprise was a character in the shows and the movies, because you really feel bad when they kill. You feel like they killed a person.
They killed it. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel really bad about it, and I like the way that they're able to bring that nostalgia out and get everybody on board. Whether you're an old Star Trek fan or a new Star Trek fan, whether you're a fan of the movies or the shows, you start to feel that in this film. And I being able to merge that classic Star Trek into the modern age, I think that the script writers, which Simon Pegg being one of them, and Justin Lin being able to handle the action, I think they did an expert job at that right there. Now,
with Simon Pegg writing it, did you notice how beefed up Scotty's role was in this?
I'm like, it's one scene, this Scotty, another scene, this Scotty. Like, bro, no, Simon, I see what you're doing.
Man,
no.
With Simon Pegg writing this, he turned into the Scotty comedy show.
It did.
Man, because everything is punched up for him to get a laugh. There's even scenes out in this movie. This one of the faults of it is that there's some shit, Scotty he's no fighter.
Combat expert.
He ain't no action dude. He's skinny as fuck. There's a moment where even he knew, because there's a moment he gets out of something like, nah, bro, ain't no way you could have got out of that way. I'm not gonna say what it is, but they don't even explain how he gets out of one dangerous position. And it's okay though. At least he's funny. At least
It wasn't like there were jokes where you're going like, "Oh, brother." I was just like, "Man, Scotty's getting a lot of screen time."
Man,
I mean, shit, I wrote it. I'm gonna get as much screen time as I want.
I mean, I think if you added up all the screen time from the 3 seasons of the original series and the 6 movies they made, Scotty didn't have that much screen time.
Exactly, man. It's like Zoe Saldana. She's like, hey, let me write the next script.
Right.
Anton Yelkin was alive. What's his name?
Anton Yelkin.
Anton Yelkin. Shit, he be one to write his own script. They do that boy bad. That's how the movie
Really?
is.
I didn't think so.
Oh, I think so, man.
Yeah, I think in the movie, that's the thing about it. In this film, this is the movie of 5 characters. It is the Kirk, McCoy, Spock, Scotty, and Enterprise show. If you ain't on that roster right there, you on the JV bench. You don't get no real screen time.
Well, I mean, classically, that's usually what it was. I mean, Scotty's role would be, back a little bit, And I mean, he would be like just slightly above Uhura and Chekhov. I mean, Chekhov got his biggest boost from Wrath of Khan. Other than that, he wasn't even on the first season of the original series.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll give it that because really, and that's the part I'm talking about with Scotty. Like, ain't no way you getting at that shit. They tried that like he had the muscles to climb that shit. It's like
same exact scene from Fast and Furious movie. I was like, bruh, come on, Justin.
No, you ain't no Ben Diesel, man. You know, that's your ass right there. Yeah. But Martin is right. At least that's classic right there. I mean, as much as Anton Yelkin's gone, so now they trying to like put at the end of the credits and everything off for Anton. Like, man, y'all did him wrong in that movie.
Hey, at least they didn't have him going off in a separate starship and Kirk following him, and then they split in two directions.
Well, it's just fun. That is true. Well, it's just funny because in the movie, that's all he has to do is like, I'm so confused, Captain. I don't even know what he does. But you're right. And for in the shows, that's what they were. They were always second tier characters anyway. But there are other characters that they introduce, which are really not all that great. Jayla in the movie, who was played by the girl that was in Kingsman.
Mm-hmm. That's who it was.
So Sophia,
because the whole time looking at her, I was so sure it was Jessica Chastain because she had those bee sting lips.
No, Sophia Boutella is her name. You ever saw Kingsman? She's a chick with no feet but has like swords for ankles or something, so she can assassinate people. But here, she plays an alien named Jayla, and she's really not there for anything but to be the typical native that we see in any movies.
Where you get that?
It's my Starfleet insignia.
What does it mean?
Means that I'm an officer of Starfleet's engineering division.
Engineering?
Aye, that's right. I fix things.
I know what is engineering.
You're no with those bastards that killed my ship, are you?
Fuck your ship. They with her face looking like a little Debbie snack cake and shit. But
hey, she's also there to be the face of the poster.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think that's a strong character at all. It wasn't very well written. And the biggest thing right there is the villain, Crawl. I don't think that villain was very good at all. I think and that's the character that Idris Elba plays in the movie. And like I was saying, it's like with this character, the other one that we just showed you, Jayla, who is a typical native. Mm-hmm. Idris Elba is there to be just the typical bad guy. He's got a scary face. He's got fangs. He's always roaming around in the dark and just mad and want to destroy shit for no reason.
Our captain will come for us. Mercy will be the last thing on his mind.
I am counting on it.
Looking like a
Jim
cactus.
Carrey.
What's that say?
Batman Forever. Jim Carrey had the same line.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right.
More crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even like the makeup job. I was going to say, he looked like a cactus with lips right there. The more I saw it, the more I did not really even like the makeup on him. Now, as the movie goes on, they give you more background, but the more background they give you, the more it's like, okay, well, that's a little deeper, but now I'm more confused.
Yeah, this is the one time where they gave you so much information on the villain that every other sentence they added just made you further away from the point. Like, I don't understand why he's doing this. I don't understand where this crew came from. Like, it was weird, and it seemed like his motivation wasn't as strong as the dude from the first one ended in Wrath.
Well, they waited till almost the end to really explain what he was doing, and then they're like, okay, here, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, wait, now that you said that, I have a bunch of questions. Too bad it's over.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Figure it out.
That's the thing with the film is like it felt like near the end it was really rushing some things, and you couldn't really grasp what the villain was doing. I mean, they tried to like make him one of those sympathetic villains, but now he's just another pissed off asshole dude that wants to either destroy the world or own it, or both.
And the sad thing is, man, they got Idris Elba. You wasted that man's talent to come in and do this.
Man,
he got paid.
He got paid, man. But like,
he's happy.
But you put Idris Elba, I mean, in a bad Halloween mask right there. You were talking about one of the most charismatic actors out there, and you gonna hide all this sexiness under you. Even the dude said that. He was like, damn. Yeah, you speechless. Like
then what can I say?
I'd fuck it. Even Idris Elba, like, you gonna cover all this shit up with some bad makeup? Here's the biggest complaint right here. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad movie, but it has at least one embarrassingly bad moment. For all y'all who hated the trailer that had that song, y'all know the one.
Let's hope this doesn't get messy.
It's 10 times as embarrassing in the movie. They pretty much put in a Beastie Boys music video.
With that, and I was
Sabotage.
I was agreeing with you up to a point because the second it came on, I rolled my eyes so hard I thought they were going to get stuck. But then once it got going and stuff started happening and those seats started shaking, I was like, okay, I'm having a little bit of fun with this.
Really?
I couldn't even lie, man. I was like, this is actually really fun. I was like, I hated that moment, and they used that music, but it was just so much shit exploding on screen, and it was moving so fast, and it looked good, and we saw it in 3D. I enjoyed it. The sound part was awful, but everything else, I was like, man, I'm enjoying.
Wow, I can
part.
almost guarantee I like this movie better than you guys. And that one scene was the one where I was like, wow, was there anything you could have not done?
Man,
it was that right there.
They were actually fighting, and they were playing Sabotage, and they were dancing while they were fighting. I was like,
oh, yeah.
This is embarrassing, man.
It is, because I was like, oh, God, this is stupid. And he's like, boom, boom, boom. You're like, holy shit.
How did you possibly win that battle? With the power of rock.
Oh, yeah. With the power of Sabotage. I mean, they were rocking out. They were bobbing their heads and shit, firing like they playing a video game.
Yeah.
The only thing was missing was like a bottle of Mountain Dew right there. You know?
Yeah, it really
Some
did.
Doritos.
It really did turn to Gallagher at that point.
did.
But my biggest problem is that with so many of the Star Trek movies, the villain is the same. It's some dude who has a hard on for the Federation because he feels like the Federation did him wrong, and he's coming back for revenge. And that's what Khan was doing.
Yeah.
And that's what Nero was doing in the first J.J. Abrams movie. And it's what with the villain in Star Trek Nemesis. And even one of the other ones, I think they did that. It's like they keep coming back to that. And you look at that original series, they had so many different stories. The biggest thing this was missing, like it had so many of the elements of the original series except the moral dilemma stuff. Yeah. And that was always the coolest thing about them. They get into a trap and it was a moral dilemma. And it's like, how do they fix this?
The thing that worked most for me about this movie, that kept bringing it back in for me, is that it never forgot one thing that was important right here. And that was that this movie is about, and what Star Trek has always been about, it's not about missions, it's not about aliens, it's not about the movies or how much action and explosions they could put in there. It's not even about the science. It's all about the camaraderie between these characters that we love. Mm-hmm. And they managed to do that. And what they did great here is that they opened the movie up with that, and they closed the movie up with that. And it kind of makes you forgive all the flaws in the film when you see that old crew that you enjoy be the teammates and the partners and the friends that they are. I like this a lot, man. Like I said, it's hard for me to not overlook some of the big things in there, but it's a good Star Trek movie. They've actually reversed the curse, where it's like the odd number ones are the good ones and the even ones are, if they keep going by the same track, are the ones that are bad. This one goes back to, I think, like Martin said, episodic Star Trek episodes, while also retaining what people who are casuals love about the films. I am giving this a matinee, and it's not because I don't like the movie. It's not because I can't recommend it. Even if you said at full price, it's good. But I just think that some of the flaws in there are huge flaws. Mm-hmm. And it could have been a great movie, but it just came in and kind of sabotaged itself. So. That's y'all throwing me over the head. Get your ass. Continue. Wow. Oh, boo you. Oh, shut up.
With this, I kind of got the same thing I got from more the Fast and Furious movies that he directed, not Tokyo Drift, because that was just a fucking mess.
Right.
But where, all right, when the action comes on, you're into it. You can't wait. Everything is beautiful. It's beautifully designed. It's shot for the most part really well, and Justin Lin did an amazing job with that. But like I said, there were parts where you could just tell he was holding back, and it was supposed to be a somber scene. It's supposed to be something where it's supposed to be serious. Yeah. And it would just kind of go like, all right, I want to do something cool with this. Like, all right, man, chill, we get it. Again, Simon Pegg did an amazing job writing this. I mean, that Sabotage scene, it is goofy as hell, man.
Let it go, man.
I liked it. I liked it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I'm telling you to let it go.
For the people out there that will like that part, it's you'll get a blast out of it. You're gonna roll your eyes, but then you're like, all right, y'all did something cool with it. And with that, I give it a matinee dick day.
Yo, brother, why you gotta talk to me like that?
Well, yeah, you guys have covered it, and we have in our review. I can just say that this was one of the biggest, most pleasant surprises of the summer, because especially something I expected to be terrible. Well, just kind of lame, and especially with them waiting so long to give us a screening, I was like, oh, shit, they must know it's not good. Unlike Corey G, that Sabotage scene was what, unfortunately sabotaged the rating for me. At the very end, it won me back, so it's a really high matinee for me.
All right, y'all. All right. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about the movie as far as people going to see it. It's a fun film.
Yeah, you're going to have a great time. Yeah. Especially, one more thing, see it in IMAX.
Oh, hell, Martin. What was that?
Just see it in, a lot of movies we see, and we might see them in IMAX. You're like, should I not? Don't worry about it. But this is one that it will increase your enjoyment to see it in IMAX.
I want to see this in D-Box.
Oh,
that's what I want to see this in.
Yes, you're right.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Go see it in D-Box. It's going to be your ass right here. Go throw your ass right out the theater if you go try.
Just make sure you bring a neck brace. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Go ahead. In at your own risk.
You saw Star Trek, huh?
Y'all come out looking like this when you looking like Crawl when you come out.